What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Road to Pro. Got some disappointing news. This Road to Pro, I may be not participating in the bodybuilding competition August 30th. That was supposed to be my first meet, my first competition. I decided to push back the date a little bit more just because I just believe I'm not ready, guys. Keep it a bean, keep it 300. I don't think I'm ready for it. I don't think I'm ready for that pressure. But will I be still doing a bodybuilding competition? Most likely, yes, I will be doing a bodybuilding competition. There's a lot of other things I want to do, but I believe accomplishing the bodybuilding competition and just seeing if I like it, man, just going out there, doing it maybe even one time and then being like, if I don't mess with it, I don't mess with it. But if I like it a lot and I want to continue to pursue it, then I will continue that. Only say that because, man, I've been dreaming lately about doing an Ironman. Okay. But I'm also so far from that. It's crazy when you are an athletic, in conditioned male, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to start having a little bit of physical goals. Then you realize where you're really at, right? Reality smacks you in the face. And I was like, damn, can't do an Ironman right now. And I can't do a bodybuilding competition right now because both things I am just not ready for. But I'm only 23 years of age, and yeah, those things will be accomplished in the next 10 years, right? So that's why two things I really want to accomplish: at least do a bodybuilding competition, at least get on stage, and also an Ironman. I've been doing my hardest lifts first. That's been something I've been trying to incorporate. So that's why I did a little weighted dips, and incorporating also just at least one bodybuilding, or not bodybuilding movement, at least one body weight movement while I'm in the gym. So I'm trying to incorporate both, trying to do some new stuff just to kind of maximize my gains. I'm starting to read in between my sets because I'm trying to get a lot more pages down. So I wanted to highlight that. It's like a little thing, right? Because I'm recording with my phone. It's like, damn, if I record with my phone, I can't really like scroll and, go on Instagram or, go on YouTube or whatever. So I brought a book so I could just read in between sets. The book I'm reading now is The Magic of Thinking Big, which is like literally one of my favorite books. It's like up there right next to Think and Grow Rich. Those books, very, very, very powerful stuff. So make sure you check those out. I'm thinking about doing like a book club on school, like I don't know, like an online book club. Nothing like too crazy, maybe like $5 a month, just so we don't have no like stragglers or annoying people in there. I got a lot of pages down too, man. I think I got like 10-20 pages down, which is a lot for me. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. As well as like a working out fitness community. It's just, there's a lot of fitness communities, but there's not a lot of book clubs. So I think I want to do that. And then using like maybe AI or buying the audiobooks myself, I can maybe like give you guys access to books that I read or something like that. Or, I got a lot of ideas. But yeah. So we're going down, taking the 25 off. I really just want to get 2 plates on this incline bench so badly, but it's a little difficult because I'm not trying to bulk like crazy. I think I'm done bulking like crazy. I think I'm just going to keep trying to build muscle, keep trying to get my protein in, but I'm not really like a big fan of a calorie surplus, mainly because just the fat. I don't like all the fat on my face, the fat in my biceps, and just not looking lean, right? Not saying like lean is king and you always gotta look lean, but it's just like once you start bulking, you get something called fat cells. once you start bulking, you get, I don't know if it recorded that or not, whatever though. Once you start bulking, you get something called fat cells, and it actually, they're like cells in your body that stay there after you got fat. So it's going to be harder for you to lose weight when you bulk. This is why it's a little bit harder for people who are like not mesomorphs, but they start off big. It's harder for them to lose weight, mainly because they just have a bunch of fat cells in their body. Right. And you can easily conquer fat cells with a good diet, and it's not impossible. It shouldn't be used as an excuse. But for me, I'm like, I want least amount of fat cells in my body as possible so I can stay lean like for all my life, and I can never have a weight gaining problem. And I believe that as you bulk, or at least this is just my hypothesis, as you bulk, you start getting that weight gain problem, and you're bulking, and the next thing you know, you're like, I'm bulking a little bit too much, I gotta cut. And then it's actually really difficult for you to cut. So to me, it's like, it's better I just keep working out, making sure I get my protein, making sure I'm not going to like a main gain type of thing. I honestly don't think you need a huge calorie surplus. I think that was a strategy used by bodybuilders, in particular bodybuilders who are, on stage, on the Olympia. Personally, I don't think you need a huge calorie surplus. Be real with you. Be real. I think maybe those first initial stages, maybe your first 1-2 years of lifting, but like a calorie surplus at this stage, 5 years into lifting, it's not going to do much for me. It's just going to make me look fat. Just going to have a bunch of fat in my face. Going to lose my leanness. It's better that I focus on building muscle, building as much muscle as possible, getting in my protein, having a lean, healthy diet. That's another thing about bulking. You usually have to delve into unhealthy endeavors, eating a bunch of donuts, eating a bunch of bullshit. It just doesn't make you feel good. It fucks up your micro gut, or your micro gut biome, and all that stuff, and just makes you feel like shit. That's how I felt when I first bulked. I was like, okay, I'll eat a couple donuts, okay, I'll eat a couple cakes, okay, I'll eat a couple, and you just start eating this shit, and then you feel like shit, and it's just a self-fulfilling cycle, and then now you have to cut. So it's like, maybe go on one good bulk within your first 1 to 3 years of lifting, but once you get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't think you really have to bulk. I really don't think you have to bulk. I think you just got to keep building muscle, keep your protein extremely high, because that's the thing that's actually going to build muscle. Like, guys, going on a bulk is just, I personally feel like going on a bulk is pointless, because it's just like, why don't you just make sure your protein's high? There's been studies where a person, they take two people, right? They take one person and they get all their protein, but they don't work out, and then take another person and they get like a little bit less of their protein goals, but they also don't work out, right? Both people don't work out. The person who just ate more protein gained muscle even if they didn't work out. So when I think of bulking, I'm like, so what's the point of bulking? I mean, yeah, you can maybe get more carbs in, but when we're talking about macronutrients, we're talking about carbohydrates, fats, and protein. So when we're bulking, we're in a surplus of all of these nutrients, and assuming that helps us build more muscle. But why don't you just be in a surplus of protein instead of being in a surplus of the fats or even the carbs? Why don't you just be in a surplus of protein? So that's how I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it at like, you know what? I'm just going to be in a surplus of protein instead of being in a surplus of carbohydrates or even fats. Keep my carbohydrates at a maintenance level. I'm not going under. I'm not going on no keto stuff, but keep the fats on a lower level. And I think that is the epitome of a lean bulk. But as you can see, I'm doing neck training. I don't even know why. Training my neck. My hair is like getting in the way and stuff. I felt a little goofy, but there wasn't that many people in the gym, so I was able to do this. Um, I was trying like a bunch of different methods. Some guy, I think I might, I gotta put the audio on. The reason why the audio is not on is because of, um, they're playing music in the gym, and my videos kept getting copyrighted. And guys, I'm a small YouTuber. When your videos gets copyrighted, basically nobody sees them. Keep it a bean. So I was like, I can't fold for that. I gotta keep my videos uncopyrighted. So I'm trying to talk as much as I can, fill up the time, fill up the space. But it was a little difficult. But yeah, that guy passed me. He said something like, what did he? I forgot what he said. He said, "Oh, that's how you do it." I don't know if he was making fun of me or not, but I was just like, "Yeah, I guess so." It was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm trying to thicken up the neck. I realized like I got a bit of a pencil neck, proportionate to my frame, not like in general, but like proportionate to my frame. Like I definitely get a thicker neck. And guys, like neck training is so key because it helps you with facial aesthetics. So because you have a thicker neck, it actually pulls the skin um from your jawline and kind of makes that skin look a little bit more lean, makes your jawline look leaner because that skin is getting pulled from your jawline to the rest of your neck and kind of getting spread out a little bit more. Hope you understand what I mean by that. But yeah, it's pretty key. I don't think I'm doing it right here. I think I'm fucking breaking my shit. But this is extremely lightweight though. As you can see, I'm not going I watched like a little video before, and just to reiterate some of the points, it was like, don't go to failure on it. Do not go to failure on neck training, because failure is failure of your life, meaning you die, right? So don't go to failure. Make sure you're doing what you're doing. Make sure you're just being very precautious and extremely safe, and you'll be good. Right. I think we got too many pencil necks, guys. I think especially when I see streamers, man, you ever see a streamer's posture, bro? It's like they are fucking, they are horrible. Looks horrible. Looks horrifying, honestly. Looks like their spine's about to collapse on them. So, in order to avoid that, all the sitting we do day to day. Right now, I'm sitting, editing this goddamn video. But we gotta strengthen our neck, because that is the key to have a good posture, right? So neck training is very essential for anybody at all, because it just gives you that good posture. I mean, when you're doing back, you're hitting some of the neck. When you're doing like a lot of workouts, your neck is strengthening. But I think direct neck training is really how you get the most bang for your buck. And yeah, so I was trying different postures, different modes, different techniques. And right, this one right here is where I felt the most. That one and this one right here, this side to side thing kind of felt a little dangerous. It didn't really help a lot. I wish I did like a back. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see on the sidelines when I go up there, like that neck kind of is strengthening. So this one right here is where I kind of felt the most, and it was actually where I was strongest at. I just wish I had like something against my back so my posture doesn't deviate too much. But yeah, you can kind of see the muscle fibers in my neck kind of strengthening just by doing that. And dude, like, think about it like this too. If you're in a fucking car crash, dude, like if you have more muscle on your neck versus not having more muscle on your neck, you're gonna survive that motherfucking car crash, dude. I mean, like, think about like superheroes, dude. They have a thin, weak neck. No, they don't. Or somebody's like trying to fight you and stuff, like, and then trying to break your neck or something like that. If you have muscle on your neck, it's just padding for your fucking throat, which is like one of the most sensitive areas on your body. No pose down for this one because I'm just trying to get this video out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check your neck.